Yeah, so always searching for that next target. So for my company, it was get that journeyman ticket, work your way up, get the pay raise, and then eventually be a lead hand or a foreman to run a job site. And I was fortunate to be able to get the opportunity to run my own little job site. Warehouse is where I started. And after that, they just kept giving me bigger, more projects. And we kept, crushing the deadlines and doing a really good job on the sites. I had a really good crew and just got more and more experience, more experience under the belt and more responsibilities, and was able to progress up the ranks pretty quickly there. So
interesting. And then kind of moving out of that, what was that? What was the catalyst?
Yeah,
there?
So I had worked for the same company for 10 and a half years. So it's a long time, and always hitting that next target.
That's interesting that you said that 10 years is a long time. I could probably think of a few people that would, you rewind the clock, maybe go to the 90s even. I don't think you need to go to the 80s, but go to the 90s and people say 10 years is you're just getting started with the company. I mean, the mentality's changed. I'm not necessarily challenging that. It's just funny to think that 10 years today is considered an extremely long time, whereas, maybe
for one company.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right?
I think like what Aaron's talking about as well is always progressing to that next step. A lot of the time, if you're trying to develop your skills, you're not getting that with one company, so you're moving. The fact that you got to transition and do different job sites and a lot of different work is really what I think is what people are chasing after, is that experience and find out what they really like to do, right?
100%. And I was fortunate. I got to work in, like I mentioned, multifamily, condo, high-rise towers, industrial, slaughterhouse processing plant, which is pretty intense, hotels, power plants, everything. So I did get a lot of experience in a lot of different areas. So really fortunate, but like you said, you kind of reach a plateau and you want to see what else you can work into.